Hello YouTube, it is me Raina and I'm back. So the new trailer for Girl Rules has finally dropped. Finally, we got our first look at Girl Rules and oh my goodness, it is going to be a huge mess and I am here for it. I've been hyped for this show ever since the pilot dropped back in November of 2024. I've been keeping an eye out for it, and then I remember they were doing workshops, script readings, and then the filming and the first look at the characters. I've been following this production really closely, and now we're here, and it's beautiful. I'm loving the costuming of each girl. I'm loving the cinematography, the music, and I know the director of this show is JoJo. You may also know him from him doing the BLs of like Only Friends, The Heart Killers. So he has a very colorful and lively style, and I'm happy that he brought it to the space of GL. And he says there's a new challenge for him, and I can see the messiness and everything. I'm loving seeing the mix-up of couples, because the plot of this show is they have this group of friends who are in the fashion industry. They all work together until an ex-girlfriend arrives, and obviously mess ensues. So basically Namtan and Film are playing Prim and Bambi. Bambi is the ex-girlfriend of Namtan's character, and Namtan and Love work together in the fashion industry, and Goya's character wants more from Prim. She actually wants to be her girlfriend. But like I said, the ex-girlfriend returns, who is Film's character. Chaos ensues there. Then you got Milk playing the playgirl, being a player, sleeping with all the girls. She has her sights set on Love character, but Love is playing hard to get. She's saying no. And of course, when that happens, the player always gets hooked and wants to, get the girl and everything. Then you got View and Mim. View is playing a character as a boyfriend. He seems very abusive. And then you got Mim saving the day from her. And they, concoct a plan of for View's character to experiment, with the girl for the first time. And Mim's character's like, yeah, I'll let you experiment. That's not going to go downhill quickly. And then, you got both Goya, who is played by Love, and Film, fighting over Prim, who is Namtan. That's going to be juicy to see them at each other's throats. Like that scene, the line of Film saying, I like moving around in circles. I love that. I think that one line really encapsulates Bambi so well. And ever since I saw the pilot, Film playing Bambi really stuck out to me, and it's just gotten up from there. Like, she is going to play the hell out of this role, and I can't wait to see more from her. And for what I've seen from the trailer with Milk and Film's character, it seems like, from what I'm gathering, this is just me speculating, that Milk and Film's characters are going to maybe fake date, put it on a front that they're dating to make both Namtan and Love's characters jealous. And we don't know what that's going to entail in the long run. Will real feelings get involved? Like those four? It's just going to be feelings up to the wazoo. Like, I don't even know. Like, it's going to be messy, and I am here for it. I'm liking that this is more of adult GL. I can see that the majority of the show, like I said, is going to be in the fashion industry or the advertising industry, and it's going to take place a lot at the bar, because that's where Mim's character works. And so it's just going to be a mess, and I am here for it. I'm excited to see a lot of these girls get out of their comfort zone. Of course, make sure they feel comfortable and everything, but I'm really, I really am a fan of all these pairings, but I'm really, really interested in Milk and Love, considering for so long they've had very wholesome shows, very romantic comedy. Well, story has some spiciness into it. It's more mature for them, but this is the other end of the spectrum for them. Like, this is a stretch, and I'm so happy that GMTV is really they cultivated Milk Love to have this wholesome image and everything. And I think Milk Love, like that too, but I'm liking as they've gotten older, they want to do, you know, more mature stuff. And I'm loving the buildup of them as actresses and taking on different projects to really showcase different sides of themselves. So I'm very excited for that. And I think that's for everybody to showcase a different side of themselves and to really, you know, upscale the GL space a little bit and, you know, see how far we could take this genre and just have fun with it. That's what I get. I just want to have fun, you know. So what are your thoughts on the trailer? What are your theories on what characters are going to do? Who do you think is going to be a cameo? I don't know if y'all already know Cicey is in this, so who do you think is going to show up next? Put your comments down below and bye YouTube.